what's something you think I don't understand about your world?
But my world, um, I would say that the other generation is going like with technology, still stuck behind there. Like when you complain about the online shopping, like if that stuff don't come, like I think you still, like even with the phones, like we now got the iPhone, you said, what this and that, whatever. Yeah, I would say that's something you like don't completely understand. Like
I think your music is terrible.
Oh yes, and that as well, the music.
Okay.
Oh. It's Wanda.
One. Last
one. I'm gonna ask you first.
Okay. So take this one here. Okay, we go green, orange, blue. Okay. Look.
What does your family mean to you?
Yes. Everything. I think it's just. I think you know when you get married, you the biggest thing you want is a family. Okay. What brought me, I would say, I won't say lots of happiness. It is a case of, with my brothers, they all had daughters. So with you being the first one, you were a boy. So that, that was something different. But, I was looking forward to that. That was the first thing. In terms of the whole family, it just brings me lots of joy. You work every day. You can have tough days at work, and when you come home, your family's there. And when you see your family, knowing everybody's okay, that means the world for me.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the hardest thing you've had to do so far?
The hardest thing I had to do? Well, I would say now in the holidays, like when I started working, like a whole week from Monday to Saturday. Then there was times like couldn't really go out, like my friends. Like I would see them at the beach or there or whatever, and then I would be working. I'd say that's probably one of the hardest things I had to do.
Okay.
Yeah. What advice would you give to your 16-year-old self if you could go back in time?
I would say, for me, I wouldn't say that. I think at your age, you need to love, man. Okay, you need to find that fun factor. But at the same time, I think I've mentioned it to you already, is the religious factor as well. Okay, is that I feel for me, when I was 16 years old, I had lots of fun. I was playing football, and I was going out, and yes, there was a girls factor. But the whole thing is, I think that in terms of the religious factor, it was maybe lacking in me. So for me, my advice is, you can have fun, but I also feel that at a young age, you need to look at your religion, make sure you're making your salahs on time, and those type of things. That's my advice that I would give you. Okay. I think this is a good one here. What life lesson did I teach you that you value the most?
I'd probably say the same thing about religion again. Like starting to pray more every day. Like I got it from you, and even when I started working, you give me advice all the time. It's gonna be a good day, it's gonna be a bad day, and yeah, that's probably one of the best lessons. And throughout my life, just giving advice about everything, going out, like what to do, what not to do, all those type of things. Yeah. What accomplishments are you most proud of?
I would say now, like, what I've experienced when you went to work, okay, still being in high school, I could see the commitment, number one. Secondly, I could see when you come home, you were more, I think like at work, they taught you that like when you have to clean up after, like after you were done, you needed to clean up, you needed to make sure the place, literally was a roster for everybody to do it.
Yeah.
And I think when you came home, I could see that's life changing. You took more responsibility. So I think that definitely, I'd like you to so that the school work in that way. But okay, that will come. That will come hopefully. What's something you think I don't understand about your world?
About my world. I would say that the other generation is going like with technology, still stuck behind there. Like when you complain about the online shopping, like if that stuff don't come, like I think you still, like even with the phones, like we now got the iPhone, you said, what this and that, whatever. Yeah, I would say that's something you like don't completely understand. Like
I think your music is terrible.
Oh yes, and that as well. The music, still listening to slow songs and all that nonsense.
Okay, I think it's very, I think it's a very, I think the second question to like I said, I like Mark is, what's the one thing that you'd like to teach me?
To teach you? To teach you?
Without saying anything. Okay.
No.
Are you sure?
What life lesson did your father teach you that you value the most?
Family. I think, I think for me, what my father, your father, what he installed into us, it's kindness, it's always having, not being harsh or hard, towards anybody, and just to make sure, obviously, to keep your family together.
Yes.
There was continuous communication, and I think with me being the younger sibling, I also looked up to my brothers, and I could see what my dad obviously installed into them. So I would definitely say the whole family factor. That was very important, and I'm sure you can see the communication that I have with my brothers. It's not ugly.
Yeah.
There's always a fun factor in it. There's always a serious factor in it when it needs to be serious, but there's never a case here. I'm sure you over your years that we don't talk to each other. You know what I mean? And I think so. That's for me is the biggest thing that my father installed into me. Is there something you always wanted to tell me but never had a chance to?
Not really. I'm normally open about most stuff. I normally talk to you about like if something at school or something was happening, even girls or so. I would normally tell you. So it's not really nothing on my mind that I didn't tell you. Yeah.
Okay. You can move.
What would I be surprised to know about you?
No, I don't think that is anything. I think I'm also quite open. I work hard. I try to, make sure everything is, everything is going lekker. I can put it that way. But I don't think it is anything that I can say. I mean, I support Spurs. So that was a surprise. But yeah, I think I'm very open. I don't hide anything that that I need to tell you about. So, yeah. So how have I changed in the past year?
Past year. I wouldn't say there's really much change. I mean, getting the new house, obviously, like getting our own house. Say from then was the biggest change. Like we all living together, having to like, do I say,
Adjust.
adjust to like we're living on our own now as a family, now not with like mom and pa or whatever. I'd say that was like the biggest change, like
you could
throughout.
see.
Yeah. I'd say
you didn't feel that being away from soccer is.
Oh, yo, I didn't even think. Yeah, that's been very different. Yeah, not like every Saturday, not waking up and getting ready in the mornings to go play. You coming to watch me, and coach me. Yeah, actually, that's probably the biggest change.
But
we haven't done it in a while now.
But you don't feel like am I more relaxed or am I more like being away from am I
I would say
like with no footballing.
Yeah, you're more relaxed because it's not constantly on your mind, not you making calls, dealing with parents or whatever like that. Okay. I'd say that.
If we could go on an adventure anywhere, where would we go?
I would say I would like to go to England side, like maybe watch a football game. And that would be the biggest adventure I would want to go, especially like with you, like to experience like what Spurs versus United. That's like like I think that would be the adventure I would want to go on, like with all of us, just traveling, like being somewhere that's not here. Yeah, I would say that something I'd want to do most. Yeah.
I think I jumped the question. We should have asked now. I think we should have asked. I jumped.
What is your biggest dream for me?
I think for all the kids, your two sisters, it's just to be successful. I think with us moving, you could see, things is a bit difficult, right? Because it's not easy. So, and because life is not easy, and I think that I'd like you to concentrate on your schoolwork, because obviously I wanted to go study further, because I think that is very, very important. So I never had that opportunity, because obviously in terms of on the financial side, but I think today things are, you can get bursaries, and so I wanted to concentrate on something like that. So you can do, because just I think the whole life story in terms of how difficult it is financially. I want you to see what's happening now, so that you can not have that same situation. And not towards us. I'm saying you can look around and you can see, in terms of certain communities, you want to be successful, and money is not everything, but it's a case of when you want to have your family, things are difficult now. So that is what I would like. So concentrate on schoolwork, concentrate on going to study, so so you can live comfortably. That is, you don't need to have a big house, you don't need to have a double story, you don't need to have a BMW. The case of living comfortably, like we living, and that's how I want it for you.